picking up good vibrations. I'm picking up good vibrations. Beach Boys introduced us to those. Now I'm going to introduce you to Tropical Vibrations, another offering from Brewlab Charleston. There's that guy again. It's a sour ale brewed with guava. It does sound pretty tasty, refreshing, and pretty sweet, right? Let's find out if it's all those things right after this intro. Sounds like beer time. Welcome into the Midland studio as per usual with your host, Nutmeg 2 Palmetto. Hey, just had one Brewlab on the channel. We're going to go with another one. And I do want to say, it dawned on me after I shot that review, or later on that evening, that the LA on it, I was thinking because it was a Mexican lager lobbying Spanish article like the in English, that's what it was. But then it dawned on me that maybe LA just stands for lager, because that could be. And interestingly enough, this one, the Tropical Vibrations, which is a sour ale brewed with guava, says GS, which I would think if anything, GS would be Goza, but maybe GS is guava sour. That could be. Kind of cover both bases and backwards, but whatever, that's okay. Anyway, definitely looking to close out the week with something light and flavorful and lots of different tropical fruits, but so that's what we're going to do. Being that it is a sour, if you're watching on YouTube, head on down to the comments. At some point when I'm done, there'll be a link to a playlist of all the other sours I've done in the past. As far as Untapped's concerned, there's really not. The bio just says sour ale brewed with guava. I mean, we knew that. We knew that right from the can. It does have a fairly, not a huge amount of check-ins, but a fairly significant number. And when I was typing it in, it was the first one that popped up. So I'm pretty sure this is one of their flagships. 722 total check-ins, 675 unique. Of that, 606 are ranked for a pretty respectable global ranking of 3.92. So I know a lot of my fellow YouTubers out there, Shane's Craft Beer Review, as well as Dave's TV, they're not exactly the biggest sour fans, so this one's got a pretty high ranking, so maybe you guys would like this one. It does list the ABV at 5%, and that is also confirmed on the can. Same designs as before, the tanks behind it, the Hophead Mad Scientist, it's got the little insignia, Instagram, Facebook, and some scientific ones. Victor Hoppins, created by Victor Hoppenstein, and I didn't even notice this on the other can. Above where it says Brewlab, it says Victor Hoppenstein's Brewlab, and it's got a picture of this hop guy again. So I don't know if Victor Hoppenstein maybe is just the name of this character. That could very well be. Yeah, like I said, there's no bio, just says sour ale brewed with guava, and the pictures kind of have this ruby red grapefruit type of pinkish red color to it. It looks fairly thick, but it's not highly fruited. It was canned last November. It's mid-August when I'm shooting this, so it's still under a year and it's not highly fruited. I'm not super concerned about it that it went bad and it's been kept cold. So let's not stop wasting time and crack this open. Crisp Shakluk. Definitely has that ruby red grapefruit type of color, doesn't it? And it is hanging on just a little bit. Give a nice old little burp the baby on that. Shout out Ridgeopolis. Tropical tropical vibrations. That is a very, very, very pretty color, I will tell you. I mean, you can't tell me that doesn't look like ruby red grapefruit juice. You just can't. I mean, that's obviously a heck of a lot thicker than ruby red grapefruit juice, but just appearance and color, that's what it is. That's pretty obvious, right? Even though it's guava. It does have a very strong, very, very strong, very noticeable tart aroma. Again, it still cries to me like ruby red grapefruit. But I've smelled this before, probably in other beers that were listed as guava. Guava is hard to like pick out unless you've eaten one, and I feel like not too many people out there have actually like eaten a guava. You know, it's either been mixed in a drink or used as a garnish or zested or whatever the case may be. Like, how many people out there have actually eaten one? And watch out, now I'm gonna get lit up in the comments. Like, oh, we have guava all the time. Anyway, it does smell good. It is very, very strong. I think it's gonna be pretty tasty, so let's find out. Some same as what I'm expecting, some very different. So let's break it down, and talk about it. Now the flavor on this, it's the body, the mouthfeel is kind of thickish, not thick, but thickish. It's very full. Definitely not something you'd expect from a typical sour. Especially one that you see with like guava or passion fruit or anything like that. The flavor is definitely not ruby red grapefruit, so now that's broken in my brain, thankfully. It has a lot of the same flavor characteristics that are in Pog stuff. Close to passion fruit, close to guava, but it's not that like pucker sensation is really not there. It just kind of has this like little bit thick, kind of tart flavor to it. It's very good. Yeah, I mean, it does throw you off a little bit with just how full it is, but I mean, not in a bad way. It's just, you're just not, I just don't think you're expecting that. But the flavor is spot on. It's definitely got that tropical guava type of thing going on. So I'm a big fan of that. I'll definitely recommend that. And I think I definitely have to make it down to Brewlab one of these days next time I go to the low country. If you thought I was easy to rock with, if you're watching on Rumble, hit that follow button. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe if you're not already. And stay tuned for more local beer reviews. And got some surprises coming up on the channel too. And some big fun stuff that I think everyone will like. Cheers, friends. I'll see you next time.